Hey guys, Ken Small Engines. I'm sitting here at my dealer, L&R Power Equipment, Monroe, Connecticut. If you're ever in the area, Southwest Connecticut, check them out. It's L&R, Monroe, Connecticut. Anyway, I just want to do a little forward about this video. This is sort of part 2 to that Toro repower video. I got a lot of comments, a lot of questions from people about after the fact, after I ended that video, did I do anything else? And yes, I did, and I'm going to talk about it in the video and I'll show you, but there were a couple things wrong with it. One guy had made the comment, oh, you know, the skid shoes are destroyed, you're going to ruin the auger and all that. I know that, okay? I wanted to get it posted. I haven't been posting a lot of videos. I wanted to get something out there just to show you guys the ease of a Predator install. Basically the 4 engine bolts, 1 bolt to extend the chute, and that's it, and you're done. But what happened with this snowblower, this owner was looking to save money and all kinds of stuff like that. So, you know, really, you know, a pair of skid shoes, 20 bucks. Is he going to, you know, argue about it? And do I have time to order them and get them in? He wanted the thing back pretty quick. So in the video, I show you what I did with the existing skid shoes that were totally worn away, okay, to make them work. I also, something that drives me nuts on snow throwers, especially the old Toros, is they have a nyliner bushing that fits in the hole where the chute crank is to rotate the chute. And when that bushing wears out, it's a plastic bushing, it's called a nyliner bushing. When that bushing wears out, you have a steel crank rod banging up against the bracket going ding, 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 ding. So when you are revving the machine up or even idling, you hear that ding, 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 ding. It drives me nuts. Now, I didn't have time to order the bushing or go to my dealer and wait. Like I said, this guy wanted the snowblower back pretty quick. So I came up with a little fix, which is a good fix. It's cheap, it's free basically, you know. So check out the video, see what I did to this machine. No, I'm not going to let it go out without skid shoes. I'm not going to let it go out to a customer with tons of burrs on the augers, because that's dangerous. I cut myself, actually, I cut myself, and that was a week ago. I cut myself pretty good on the burrs as a result of the guy having worn out skid shoes. When they wear out the skid shoes, those auger blades really burr up. And it's like a burr on a chainsaw bar. You can cut yourself pretty good. So anybody working on these working on these snow blowers, deburr the auger blades if there's a problem where the auger was scraping onto the pavement, okay? I also show you the scraper bar, how to adjust it using a paint stick, stuff like that. So take a look, guys. And like I said, always make sure the snow blower is safe for the customer. Make sure everything is addressed. If you can't address everything because of time, you know what? Don't deliver it. Tell the customer, look, I really need to do this for you. I took some shortcuts, okay, with the skid shoes, with the nyliner bushing. Could I have waited a week and ordered the right parts and all this stuff? But the kid didn't want to wait and he didn't want to spend a lot of money. So these are things when you're doing small engine work, you have some customers that are, I'm not gonna say cheap, but in a rush, don't want to spend a lot of money. So you do what you have to do. You know, people say Rube Goldberg and all that. No, you're doing something that's going to work, and it's going to work for the guy and help him out. And I think it's a good thing. Look what I did. Comment and do suggestions and all that. What I also told the customer was these Predator engines that you get at Harbor Freight for 100 bucks come with about a 30-day warranty. So go back to the dealer if you didn't do it. Spend the $30. Get the 1-year warranty. You could run the engine out of oil, okay, and bring it back, and they don't care. So for $30, get that warranty, okay? I'm not going to warranty it past, you know, I'm not the manufacturer, okay? I filled it with oil, I ran it in, I did everything I had to do. But get that $30 warranty, guys. It's worth it, okay? All right, guys, enjoy the video. We'll talk to you soon. Kenny out. All right, guys, here's another quick tip. Ken Small Engines. This Toro that I'm working on, the skid shoes are totally worn out. You can see that. They're all flat and worn out. So I was gonna tell the customer, you know what? I'll give you the link. Go to Amazon, spend 20 bucks, $13, whatever they are, and get some skid shoes. And I said, you know what? This kid's a nice guy. I'm gonna help him out. So what I thought I'd do is I said, all right, I could do something for this guy. So you see the worn skid shoe? All right. The skid shoe is supposed to have a nice edge on the bottom. It's all worn away. He's killing the auger. That's not good. So I said, Kenny, what can I do? I said, well, you know what? There's a lot of meat left on that bracket. So why don't I take that bracket, okay, and convert it to a skid shoe? So all I did was I took the bracket, I put it in my vise, about a ½ inch down, I banged it with a 5-pound hammer, and I made another skid shoe. I flattened out the corners here so you don't have those real sharp round corners. And you know what, guys? He's got skid shoes that'll probably last him until he gets rid of the stupid thing. You know what I mean? So instead of spending $20, $30 on skid shoes, it took me all of about a minute and a half to go to my vise, put these in there, bang on them. Now this guy's gonna have skid shoes that he can use. So quick tip, guys, make your own skid shoes, especially if you have a lot of meat left on them. That'll work, you know? I bet you it'll last at least 3, 4, 5 seasons and doesn't cost you anything. The only thing I'm saying though, deburr these edges. They're pretty sharp. You don't want your customer to get cut. Deburr them, put them back on. Now you can have a nice set of skid shoes for your freshly done snowblower. All right, guys, that's it for me. We'll talk to you soon. That's it for the quick tips. Kenny out. All right, guys, here it is installed. Now, yeah, you could throw a coat of paint on or whatever, but you know what? I'm really charging this guy for this. It took me, what, 2 minutes in my vise? Now he's got skid shoes that'll last him a long time. And it's free. As Henry says at Mowers and Blowers, free! So, I like when it's free, you know? The other one, I'm getting ready to put that one on, but you know what? If I had some cheap red paint, I don't, but if I did, I'd spray them a little bit red and they'd look pretty good. In fact, someone would probably say, oh, you got brand new shoes on there. Well, they're brand new to this thrower, but they're not brand new from a store. They're brand new from the Ken Small Engines workshop. All right, guys, just wanted to show you what it looks like. I think it came up pretty good. And you got some adjustment there too. You got a good ½ inch or so of adjustment. So yeah, I think he'll do all right with these. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Later, bye. All right, guys. You say, Kenny, what are you doing with a paint stick? Well, paint stick is a good tool for small engine mechanic. All right. So I'm going to show you what to do with a paint stick. But first, I'm going to be kneeling on asphalt. And you guys like me that have a few years under your belt, you know what? Where's my pad? I got a foam pad I use. Yeah, there it is. I got a foam pad. I keep it in my truck in case I'm working on something. There we go. It's my kneeling pad. When you guys are old like me and your knees are, well, they're not bad, but they're old, you get a kneeling pad, all right? There you go. Now, 3 inches of foam is a lot better than 4 inches of asphalt. All right, so I wanted to show you guys, I put on these modified skid shoes, okay? Because look what the guy did to his auger. Oh my gosh, scraping that auger, that's terrible. Look at that, that's terrible. Look at that, those augers aren't supposed to be like that. All right, so how do you set it up? Well, you got that wear edge there. And what I do with the wear edge, I set it up with a paint stirring stick, which is about 1/8 of an inch thick. Put on something flat. My driveway's not flat, so I use a piece of plywood, okay? And if you notice, look at that, the auger's hitting, not good, not good. So what I do, I lift up the thrower and I put the paint stick underneath the wear edge. So bear with me for a second. I'm gonna put you down for 1 second. Sorry about that. All right. If you notice, now I got the paint stick under the wear edge. Paint stick is holding the wear edge up. So if you notice, the auger now isn't hitting. You got an air gap there. That's the proper gap. So now I could loosen the bolts on these skid shoes. All right. Put them down to touch the plywood and tighten them up. Now, just showing you guys, see these augers? See, I got all the burrs on them. Even Ken's small engines. Look at that. Those augers are sharp. You don't want those augers rubbing on the pavement because it turns into a knife edge and that'll cut you, just like it did to me. So do yourself a favor, guys. On your flat driveway, okay, or your garage, or get a piece of plywood if you don't have anything flat. Put that paint stick underneath your wear edge and adjust your shoes accordingly so that you have that gap between the auger and your driveway. Yeah, you're gonna leave about 1/8 of an inch of snow, but you know what? You throw a little ice melt down, it's gone, and even the sun will melt it. These things are not made to scrape on the bare asphalt. They're really not, because if you do that, then you'll get what's going on here. You don't want that. So use the paint stirrer stick, okay? Put it over there, get your gap. Take your shoe, contact your shoe, adjust it, tighten it, you're good to go. All right, I got another quick tip coming up for you. On this Toro, when you have these Toros, and this one, you know, where I relocated the chute, you have something in here called a nyliner bushing. The reason I know it's a nyliner bushing is because I used to design bearings, and a company who made these years ago called Thompson Industries in Manhasset, Long Island, termed them nyliners because they're made out of nylon and they're liners, okay? Well, these things wear over time, okay? They wear out. When you start this engine up, it's gonna walk out. Hear that? That's gonna happen when you start the engine and run it. And you know what? That's gonna bug the heck out of you. Bugs the heck out of me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a Ken Small Engines quick tip. I'm gonna take a cheap food container, all right? I'm gonna cut a strip out of it. I'm gonna make my own bushing. I'm gonna hold it in with wire ties. I'm going to show you the difference it makes. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, guys. Back to the chute rotator and the noise problem. Here's the problem solved. Took a Chinese food container, a pair of scissors. I cut out a piece of plastic, just a regular pair of scissors. Cut yourself a little strip of plastic. All right. You put it around the shaft. You take a bunch of wire ties. You tie it up. Look at this, guys. No noise. Shake the hell out, no noise. Before, ding, 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 no noise. And you know what? After 5 or 6 years, if it starts to wear out the plastic, get another food container. What does it cost you? Nothing. So, just a quick tip. Ken Small Engines. We're full of quick tips on this Toro today. So you got the quick tip so it doesn't annoy you with the noise. Nice and simple. You got the quick tip for setting up the wear edge on the thrower. Today's just quick tip Saturday. But I guess I'll post it on Sunday. 1 post a day. That's what I think I'll do. All right, guys. Hey, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Just a quick thanks to Chris Small Engines. It seemed my old eyes forgot that I didn't have the belt guard back on from the old Tecumseh. So thank you, Chris. Appreciate the tip. Like I said, my old eyes, they're still there, but sometimes we forget stuff too. Thanks again, Chris. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. All right, guys, just wanted to let you know I used my grinder. I did take off all the burrs. This customer will not get cut. All right, all the burrs are gone. Just so you know, Ken Small Engines, we're safe. All right, guys, goodbye. All right, guys, just so the safety police don't get after me. I did go through with my grinder. I took all the burrs off the augers, so there are no burrs. It's all smooth. You can run your finger on them. Nobody's gonna get cut like I did. All right, that's another reason to adjust, using the paint stick, adjust that wear edge properly so you don't rub the auger into your pavement, your concrete, and end up with burrs that'll cut you. Just so you know, guys, we're safe here at Ken Small Engines. No burrs. All right, we'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye-bye.